Come here, girl. Come help wash the clothes them now.
Me did almost done, Miss Ivy. Me just want to finish the next chapter.
Every time I see you, your nose buried in a one book. How will you read?
Rapunzel.
Them book they tell one nice story, but them never tell the Jamaican one.
One long time back, deep up in the hills of Trelawny, you have one place where they call the Cockpit country. Yes, right up there so, deep down in the bush, near one big old cotton tree, one woman did name Miss Pearly. She did live right up there so, with her husband, Master Winston. No, nobody else from in the district no go at them place the after hours, you know. What if it dark? Master, people just keep them distance and mind their own business. Miss Pearly, she go find for herself a breed. Heavy right down with belly. Every day as the sun drop back at the hill and evening come, Pearly catch her body pan one little wooden bench pan her veranda. She look straight over pan one nice little garden where Miss Zella did plant, right at the foot of her yam ground. No, Miss Zella never used to plant no pure garden, you know. No, sir. Her garden did full up a medicine bush, fever grass, see, dark blood bush, colic mint, cheney root, strong buck, the whole works. From your say herbal bush, Miss Zella got it, man. Miss Zella got it. Yes, sir. But here what happened now. Right in the middle of all of them herbal medicine bush there, Miss Zella carved off one nice green patch of cow tongue callaloo. Me couldn't tell you if a cow or fowl did she use fertilizer, but them the callaloo leaf the boy. Them grow broad enough to fan your face in the summer heat. The leaf them green, so tell it look like a God himself come down a morning time to water them. But anyway, every evening, Pearly in your lock pan the callaloo. Her mouth is a run water like a when river come down. The picnic in her belly, no seem to want not a thing else but Miss Zella callaloo. Hey! One evening, the craving get the better of Miss Pearly boy. She let out one big old sigh and call out, Winston, come here. Winston him did the rovna back a puff pan for him wooden tobacco pipe. In the disc kick off the water boot there, you know, and start to pick ticks off my foot. When him hear Pearly in voice, Master Vincent, as soon as he hear her call, he run grown at the veranda. What happened, Pearly? You alright? Pearly never even look at him. Yeah, still lock. What happened? What happened, Pearly? You alright? Pearly never look up on him. Fear eye still lock on Miss Zella garden. She point over the fence and say, Me want callaloo for nyam, Winston. Me want callaloo. Winston take the pipe out of his mouth. Pearly, how are you see callaloo? She point over the fence again, right over there so Winston. Look no man, look out of your eye them. Winston slowly turn round. As soon as his eye drop on Miss Zella garden, he nearly swallow the pipe. Pearly, you mad? I'm Miss Zella garden that you know. Pearly, she hold on pan her belly. If me no get you, Winston, the picnic I go mark. Me want some of Miss Zella callaloo for nyam. Winston shaking head. Pearly, me love you, you know, but me nah go over there. People said that the woman they can hear lizard walk pan zinc top. Me no know if me brave enough to go over there go cut no callaloo. Go about some pop chow instead. Me can get it up the road for you, man. But Pearly, she never budge. She rub her belly again and say, a callaloo me want, Winston. Callaloo for breakfast, callaloo for lunch, and callaloo for dinner. Mas Winston couldn't take it no more, boy. Let us on big ugly side and decide, say, he might go sneak over Miss Della yard that very sad night because he must give Miss Pearly what the baby want. Massa, as night come and the moon climb high up in the sky, Uncle the cricket them you coulda hear, cause everybody in the district gone a bed, except for Mass Winston. With one old feeding crocus bag roll up underneath him arm, and the old kitchen knife in her hand. Yes, the said knife where the tip broke off when him did that one tin of condensed milk last week. That said one day. Winston quietly climbed over the fence. Massa, he did a tremble like a leaf, you know. But him swallowed his spit. Him swallow him spit, push out him manly chest, and creep through Miss Zella's garden. I look for the callaloo. Every step in take, so louder and louder and louder than the one before. He kneeled down and touched the first stalk of callaloo. Lord, I just one little bone lino. He look round. Ma then who said started watching me now. Make a me case and come out of the yard, yeah. The vibes not feel right at all. Miss Zella, remember say, if you hear this, you know, a Pearly send me, Miss Zella. And she send me. Winston cut one bungle. Then he cut one other one. Then he cut one third one. You see, as if he reach for the fourth bungle of callaloo, one voice float out of the darkness. Not another one. Every hair pan Winston body turn up. Him take time and turn round. No Miss Zella that, Massa. Miss Zella turn up under the moonlight, head tie up with handkerchief like a some mother woman. With 2 pencils stick out from the side. Mask Winston and Miss Zella yeah they make 4. But she just stand up there with her hand them full across her chest. He coming like she did a watch him long time. She never say a word. She just stand up and a look on him as calm as a cucumber. Then she say, Winston, what you do in a me garden? A thief, you a thief? Winston need them start a knock and a buckle. Him catch him afraid. Him chat out everything. Winston say, sorry ma'am, may we put them back? And Miss Pearly send me. She a breed and fearful little callaloo ma'am. Miss Zella take one slow step closer to Winston. Mind who you a thief from, Winston. Winston drop his head a ground. He didn't try decide if he run off or face the rat or Miss Zella go reel out pon him you know. Then Winston frightened to see one wicked smile flash across Miss Zella's face. Winston's heart start beat fast, you know, man. Winston surprised to see the woman say, go along with the callaloo. What a relief wash over Winston. But as in tap off with the callaloo, he won't go here. But when the baby born, carry it come gimme. Winston nearly dropped down. Even the cricket them stop make noise. Winston bust a little nervous laugh. A joke can't run, Miss Zella. Miss Zella never laugh at all. She's serious like a judge. She said to him, choose the callaloo or the picnic. Winston throat tight up, him couldn't swallow. Him throat get dry. Him look pon the callaloo. Him think about Pearly and him think about the baby. But slowly him pick up the crocus bag. Miss Zella nod her head one time. Flash him that wicked smile again. Then she just disappear. And melt back in the darkness like she never did it. Uncle left Winston one turn up in the garden with the callaloo. Master, me say Winston head start raising up. The crocus bag in her hand all of a sudden feel heavy like a lead. Winston foot them start feel weak, you know, man. Like I say, him a go tumble down the ground. But anyway, in taking little time, drag himself back toward the property line. But every step Winston take through Miss Zella garden bush, this feel like a something a haul him back. He couldn't even find the strength to climb back over the wooden fence. His crutches get itch pan the fence wire and rip out the whole line through his scratches. But he never feel a thing. He just tumble over and land, boof, over for him yard. Me say, Winston, this lay down there like a some poor thing. A tear up on the moon. Me say, all the old kitchen knife drop out in hand somewhere in a Miss Zella yard. But Winston couldn't find the heart to go back over there for it. Master Winston, this take a little time, push up himself and brush off the dry grass off of him. He heist the crocus bag panning back and start walk toward the veranda. Pearly and she sit down on the veranda and wait for him to come back. The more Winston walk, the heavier them feel. Every step he take, this feel like he sell something when he knows it he can never buy back.